The game has started. We have at the bottom right of the map the Zerg player from Team Incredible Miracle in the red colors, and it is
I'm Noshira.
Finally a sexy Kerrigan voice back. Missed it yesterday.
No, Lucira's got that flash twitch.
And his opponent, the Terran player, starting at the top left in the blue colors, is
Virus.
There's Virus. Not wearing his glasses today. New look for him.
That's kind of interesting that they both have roughly the same record when it comes down to the statistics. Obviously, Lucira is the more accomplished player in this matchup, but he has 48% win ratio against Terran, while Virus has 47 against Zerg.
Lucira much more favored by the people voting on the winner prediction. Ooh, look at this. Virus going for an 11-11 racks.
Yeah, really fast two barracks. And I'm not sure if something like that is going to work against Lucira. He has encountered so many double barracks plays. It's still very, very dangerous, but Lucira should be able to defend against that.
It's true. Lucira's actually really well known for losing his hatchery and then coming back and winning in this matchup. It's happened time and time again in Codes for Lucira. People just like to 2-racks this guy, and sometimes it works.
I mean, 2-racks can be very powerful. If you misjudge the situation as a Zerg player and you don't pull enough drones off in order to kill the SCVs, if the Marines get in there, then you are in a serious amount of trouble. So let's see how Lucira is going to react to it. He's not getting too greedy. He's not getting too many drones before he starts his spawning pool.
Oh, just barely scouts it. That was a close call. The Overlord missed it, but the drone, he went to check. And the bunker has already been started. There's one drone out for Lucira to spot for the bunker, but he's not sending it.
And he's actually getting 3 additional SCVs. He's sending 3 SCVs out as well. Here come the drones, and that's a lot of them.
That is indeed a lot. Yeah, like you said, 3 additional SCVs, but this bunker is going to be taken out. In fact, not even cancelled.
Wow.
Oops.
That's a huge blunder by the Virus.
And it looks like Lucira is shutting this down so far pretty well. 1 drone lost, but he has taken out the majority of the SCVs, but the bunker has restarted.
The drone surround, I haven't seen that one in a while. And nice, going for the next SCV, killing another one. Wow, finally moving out there with a mineral drink.
Yeah, that was a close call, and the Spinecrawler taking some significant damage here. The Zerglings are out. The bunker about 75% done, but not quite finished. It looks like Lucira is going to hold.
Very well done by Lucira, and we have Virus on the retreat. The last SCV is dying as well. That bunker is never going to finish. The Spinecrawler is about to be done.
And the Spine will finish here. And the Marines actually may be cut off from the retreat path. There's so many Zerglings here. Nice micro by Virus, but he is going to lose all of these Marines. In fact, one more rallying Marine forward may be lost as well.
And he didn't cancel the bunker.
Wow.
He didn't cancel it again as far as I could see, so it looks like he actually lost a lot with that, and he didn't accomplish all too much. Lucira didn't even build too many Zerglings. That was very, very well done by the Zerg player.
Yeah, and look at this. Even with good micro from Virus, he's still got his Marines rallied forward here, and he is just going to lose all of them. Well, perhaps not all, but almost all here.
Way too many.
And, oh, well, almost losing all. Was very close there.
We have 19 drones to 15 SCVs now, and wow, that was a close call as well. He almost got into the main base and got the scouting information that he needed.
Even the Spinecrawler remained alive. Everything went well there for Lucira. He only lost a total of 4 workers, or 3 workers, I should say. And, you know, Virus lost a ton of Marines there with that push. Did not accomplish anything, essentially. Didn't even force an extra amount of Zerglings. He's playing from behind now. His command center is up, but he does not yet have a factory. He's got his gases up. It's going to be a while before he can really do anything. Lucira's got total control of the map. May even take a fast third.
Yeah, exactly. He just knows that his opponent won't have the gas in order to get a fast tag going, so he doesn't have to bother anything like Hellions or Banshees anytime soon. He knows that the only thing that Virus can do right now is either expand or try to go for another all-in, and the second is really unlikely. So Lucira now just making sure that he has the scouting information that he needs, the Zergling in front of the wall off, trying to get a glimpse of what's happening when Virus decides to head out, and Lucira is droning up and getting a second Spinecrawler just in case.
Yeah, playing it safe. You know, I really like how both of these players are playing it safe. Wow, as Hurling gets in and sees the bunker, as well as everything else that's going on. I like that Virus is making the bunker because even though he was able to see, okay, I cleaned up the majority of the Zerglings coming, you never know what's going to come afterwards.
There could be a Baneling bust. I mean, that's one option when you fail with something like that and the Zerg player tries to kill you right away because he realized, okay, I did so much damage, I killed the bunker twice, he didn't cancel it, I was able to kill a lot of SCVs, I killed Marines, so if he's going to get greedy right now, a bust will kill him, so that bunker really pays off for Virus Mono.
One unusual thing about the bunker was it was very early, considering that he put the bunker up way before Lucira could have even mined enough gas to make Zergling speed at the very least, and Baneling Nest wasn't even on the way. So a little bit unusual in that regard, but I like his choice to get the bunker nonetheless. He's actually made 2 factories now, starting Blue Flames right now and getting some Hellions out to control the map. I like this choice.
Oh, Blue Flame right away.
Yeah. 2 spores being started from Lucira, actually.
I like that. Playing it safe. As you already mentioned, Wolf, we have Lucira now with a very, very safe build, the Spore Crawlers, just in case there could be some Hellions. And now he's scouting with the Overlord as well. So far, Virus didn't react to that, didn't try to kill the Overlord, and Lucira is able to see a lot in that main base.
He may even be able to see the double factories. And it's getting quite close. He does see the research, he does see the double factories, so he is absolutely aware of everything. He even sees the 3rd barracks going up.
Building a Baneling Nest now, finally getting speed. He delayed his gas quite a bit because he was sure there was no aggression possible by his opponent. And look at how he's just now repositioning the Spore Crawlers in order to wall off. I love that.
I really like it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's no reason to keep the Spores in the main base when you know there's no starport. Absolutely, I really like this choice by Lucira. Great wall off.
And we have Lucira on 55 drones against 20, is it 27? No, 36, sorry. Against 36, he's leading with a roughly 20 worker supplies on 2 bases against 2 now. And finally, Virus getting some upgrades for his Marines. He's going for the combat shield.
He's going to go for a little timing attack here. He's actually taking out some of the creep. But with this nice wall off by Lucira, even transfusing that spine to make sure he has enough hit points, he should be able to hold this. He's got 6 Banelings on the way as well, and it looks like Virus is actually deciding to turn around, but he does eliminate a lot of creep with this push.
Sacrifice some of his scans, and I guess Lucira, with all the queens that he has right now, will start new creep tumors. That's exactly what he's doing right now, by the way. Starting a new one in his main base already in order to make sure that there will always be creep that gives him a slight edge over his opponent.
Very true. I really like that he made those additional 2 queens. Allows him to spread creep. It allows him to use the queens as a wall, but also continue to hit those injects in the main base. Nice micro here by Virus, trying to take out one of those queens, but unfortunately the positioning is just too good from Lucira. He's got enough Zerglings that Virus does not feel comfortable trying to get any closer.
In addition, those queens also have a lot of energy, so they can transfuse if need be. That will help him to keep his spine crawlers alive a little bit longer. I like that a lot. 86 supply for Lucira and 87 for Virus, going for Stim +1 attack and the starport.
Yeah, M +1. And uh-oh, this is not the best trade here for Lucira, but the Hellions actually get a little bit too close to the spines, making it a little bit better for him there.
Wow, he killed a lot of them already, was able to crash them to the wall, and the spine crawlers attacked as well. I have to admit that I could not see Virus using that many Hellions. He should have been a little bit careful.
Yeah, I thought so too. He lost way too many. Well, he lost all of them, in fact. And I was a little bit surprised by Lucira's choice to engage there, but he did kind of get the Hellions into where he wanted them to be, so it worked out okay for him. He's now spread a creep highway towards his 3rd base, but he hasn't taken it yet. He's been playing it safe. He's going 2-base Spire right now with 3 hatcheries, just sticking with the highest tech possible so he can pressure his opponent and take a 3rd base more safely rather than just trying to go for it now. He's got Burrow, and he's going to make some little Baneling mines here.
Very nice, I like that. He's burrowing Banelings everywhere. I think Virus could see that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I wasn't able to see whether or not he spotted those, but it's very close to Virus as well. Either way, it's going to force a scan, which is not something Virus wants to use right now.
So he has 3 Baneling mines on the map right now. Lucira with a very, very sneaky play, taking the 3rd right now. He spread his creep already earlier on, and he didn't scout it. Oh!
I think it was worth it to blow up there.
Yeah.
Might as well, you know. Oh, not that time.
Well, it's a very nice strategy in order to make your opponent a little bit more cautious.
Yeah,
about
man,
what
I'm
he's
sure
doing.
Virus just wet his pants when he saw that.
Yeah, he's scanning ahead right now, so he's scanning everywhere in order to, okay, well, I'm not allowed to run into one of these Baneling.
Stim finishing right now. Not enough to get those Mutas. Muta's getting away right before Stim finishes. The tank survives, at least temporarily here.
He's splitting his Marines to babysit the tanks.
Yeah, doing a great job at that. Lucira actually taking a significant amount of damage with this push.
Lucira is getting more and more Zerglings. +1 armor is done, getting the +2 upgrade, and we have more Banelings being morphed.
And it looks like Lucira does have enough to push this attack back. I'm just like stumbling all over my words. Here we go.
Engaging his opponent, taking down the siege tanks with the Mutalisks, and the Banelings are rallying to the Marines. Very nice attack by Lucira. Virus getting a lot of damage here, losing everything, losing the Medivacs as well. Lucira cleaned that up quite well and is now ahead with 20 supply.
Yeah, and Virus was totally shut down with that push. He almost got to the right spot. 15 drones on the way for Lucira right now, feeling extremely comfortable after that. That'll put him at a total of 76, and 76 drones on 3 bases is pretty good saturation, I have to say.
Yeah, that's about to be perfect. So 40 supply advantage, and he's getting more Queens, more Mutalisks. While Virus is now struggling, and he has to be careful. There are more Banelings at his wallet. Oh, that was a close one. He actually remembered.
Yeah, and I gotta say, a little bit disappointing Lucira didn't reposition those Banelings after the first time. Oh, nice targeting on the Banelings with the siege tanks, and actually Virus still forced back, but there are not enough Mutas here to continue to chase. He's gonna damage this command center that go into the main base.
And that's the problem that you have when there are Banelings in the mix. You need to retreat with the Marines, and then your tanks are exposed to the Mutalisks. That's exactly what happened. Lucira able to pick off 1 or 2, and now building 13 additional drones in order to saturate his base even further. Is he taking a 4th? Not just yet.
Yeah, a total of 90 drones right now for Lucira.
He's going for the +1 armor upgrade for the Mutalisks right now, so he wants to fight.
I really like that. Going for the +1 armor for the Mutas allows your Mutas to sustain more Marine fire, allows you to build that Mutalisk count much easier. I really like that choice. Making a decent amount of Zerglings still. His creep spread is awesome. He's even got Overlord spread and creep all over the map. He's got vision of the entire map. There's a drop coming on the left side for Virus, but Lucira has so much to spot for that. Look at this, targeting down siege tanks. Got to be careful though.
Lost 2 Mutalisks right there. That shouldn't have happened. Did he spot that drop already? The drop
Well,
is on
he
his
was
way.
micring his Mutas. It was spotted on the minimap, but it doesn't look like he noticed.
No, I don't think so. And the drop's still hovering in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, Virus a little bit preoccupied with these Mutalisks right now.
Virus is going for the armory. He might add a Thor to deal with the Mutalisk pressure.
Yeah, he absolutely needs to start getting some of those Thors out before the Mutalisk count gets too much. Wow, a depot left down. Huge blunder.
Going for the natural, trying to kill the SCVs right there. The workers are in trouble, not using hold position, though at the same time the drop at the bottom left is about to start. Virus trying to put some pressure onto Lucira, but the Mutalisks are there in time. Clean up the Medivac and the Marines. Job well done by Lucira.
And even Lucira burrowing his Zerglings at the natural, so that means it's going to force yet another scan of Virus to make sure they're cleaned up. He can't ignore that, because if he moves out, then of course the Zerglings are just going to come and kill more SCVs. Right now the worker count is 89 drones to 51 SCVs. But Virus still has a fairly forward position here. He's got that planetary up. He's in an okay spot. He's not out of it yet. He is 70 supply down. He's going to have to make something happen pretty soon. 16 Banelings on the way.
4th base is done for Lucira, so he has 4 bases against 3 right now. 21 Banelings being morphed and more Queens being built. The Mutalisk still trying to be a nuisance, trying to pick off a tank or 2. He's trying to lure his opponent into those Banelings, but Virus, is he falling for that?
Well,
look like it.
Looks like he's not even going to turn around. It looks like he's reached the going point, sending all of his units forward now. There's a huge army of Banelings, though, waiting for him.
Keep him rolling.
Yeah, right now, a total of 37 Banelings with 5 more on the way. Here they come!
The siege tanks are not sieged up just yet, and that's way too many Marines dying to the Banelings. He's actually crushing everything with his Baneling army. The Zerglings kill the rest of the surviving army, but that was
4 more on the way. GG. Well, Lucira shutting Virus down at every turn there in that game, way outclassing him.
Virus didn't stand a chance in that game, I have to admit that.
Yeah, I
Lucira,
completely agree.
really a nice display of his skill.
Virus looking a little bit disappointed. I think a few wrong choices in that game. Like, he overcommitted with his Hellions a little bit in the early stages, and of course, he totally botched his early 11-11 racks. He didn't cancel 2 of his bunkers, so he lost a lot of minerals from that. You know, 200 minerals lost. That's pretty huge in the early game.
And he looked really, really upset about that.
Yeah.
I mean, losing the first game obviously is a big deal, but he looks like he just lost the 4th game in a row.
Yes, he does look a little bit down about it, and I think he knows, you know, he's inconsistent right now, or a lot of people think that he's inconsistent. You know, I would say he's inconsistent. He knows like how people are perceiving him right now. He really wants to prove himself, and losing that first game is like, it's got to be frustrating to lose to a player like Lucira, who's always been in the spotlight.
Yeah, but you mentioned it already in the early game with the double barracks opening. He did not do all too well with that, and from that point on, he was behind. Lucira just knew that there wasn't any pressure coming anytime soon. He could drone up, had that economy lead, and he just played well after that. He didn't fall for the trap of overextending to his economy. The Spore Crawlers, he even repositioned them, which was beautiful after he realized Blue Flame Hellions coming up. So
really good job by Lucira just in that entire game. And he pulled just the right amount of drones. He sent the drones for the SCVs. He did a great job of surrounding the SCVs. He also targeted the ones making the bunker. You see many times an SCV with 5 hit points just kind of dance around and somehow still finish the bunker. Lucira did not allow that to happen. Did a great job really denying that early pressure.
I like those drone surrounds. That was really something. I mean, as a former Warcraft 3 player, I really love that. In Warcraft 3, you would always go for the surrounds, so that was kind of nice. And the next game is going to be Zerg versus Terran as well. Same map, by the way.
Yeah, same map. Polt versus Zenio instead of our last 2 players, of course. Totally new characters. I didn't know what else to say. New characters coming in here.
And here they are. Polt to the left. He was a little bit disappointed, I guess, after the first map. He lost to Inca with those DT attacks.
Yeah, losing in a kind of embarrassing fashion, admittedly. You know, it's not as if he made any huge blunders, but it was just kind of like he got caught with his pants down or something like that.
Yeah, it's just at that point when the DTs actually arrived at his base, he couldn't do anything about it. It was just like, okay, what am I going to do now? I don't have the energy for the scans. I can't get that Raven out because my opponent is on top of things and is able to shut down all my attempts of getting a Raven by killing the add-on or killing the starport.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised even that we didn't see Inca attack the add-on from underneath where it would be landed so that it couldn't even land and he could kill the add-on. I was a little bit surprised by that. But he wanted to kill as many units as possible, and that's kind of how that happened. But anyway, enough about that game. Zenio trying to prove himself here, trying to get into Code S, recently joining Team Liquid. See if that has affected his practice a lot. I would expect so. Team Liquid, a very strong team.
Both players are getting ready. The map is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be another Terran versus Zerg. We have Polt against Zenio at the GSL up and downs, starting in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere.